Shri Gurudeva Datta. Chapter 5 continues with the journey of Shri Yogi Gurudev Dattatreya. This young yogi travels all over the country and comes to Pithapur, which is in the East Godavari district of Andhra Pradesh. At this place at Pithapur lives a couple, a very devout, religious and pious couple, Appal Raj and Sumati Mata. This couple has two sons, one who is lame and one who is blind. It so happens that on the day they have an ancestral feast, Gurudev Dattatreya appears at the door and begs for bhiksha. Sumati Mata immediately offers him bhiksha and says that she is blessed to have his darshan on that day, which is considered to be the blessing of the ancestors. Dattatreya blesses her and says that you will have whatever you desire. She smiles sadly and says, I have two sons, one who is lame, one who is blind, who are of no use for me in my old age. So I beg of you that you grant me a son who will be able to take care of me in my old age. Dattatreya smiles at her and says, I'll give you an option. Do you want a son who lives long and takes care of you but is a dullard? Or do you want a son who stays for a very limited time with you, but he is considered the world guru? Sumati Mata folds her hands and says, any one of these options is your blessing, but I would like to have a son like you. Saying this, she prostrates at his feet. Dattatreya blesses her and moves away from there. A little while later, Appal Raj comes and he meets Sumati and asks her whether the food for the priests who are coming for the ancestral food or the feast which is arranged at their house is ready. She immediately says the food is ready, but I have made a small change in it. Please pardon me if I have made a mistake. I have offered the food to a mendicant who was at the door. He seemed to be a very radiant divine personality and I couldn't stop myself from offering him food. So before the Brahmins could eat the ancestral feast, I have already offered it to someone else. Appal Raj is a very simple and a calm, devout person. He says, don't worry, Sumati, whatever you have done is correct. It must be none other than Lord Dattatreya because he comes for bhiksha at midday at the houses. Sumati then tells him about the boon that she has asked Dattatreya and he is happy to know that she has asked for the right thing. Some months pass, Sumati is pregnant and she gives birth to a very divine and illumined child. They name this child Shripad Shrivallabh. This child at a very young age has earned the love and respect of so many people in the village that his glory spreads far and wide. When he is about 16 years of age, his parents now start looking out for a girl because he is of a marriageable age. Shripad Vallabh tells them that he has no intentions of getting married. He prefers to remain a brahmachari because his mission is different in the world. He says he is already married to a woman who is called renunciate. That means one who does not have any desire, a desireless person, and that she is within him and he cannot therefore get married to anyone else. Now it so happens that the parents, as normal parents do, try to convince him that he is supposed to get married because each of these ashrams, starting from the brahmacharya ashram to the sannyas ashram, everything has to be followed in a particular phase of time and he cannot go away from this. It is then that Shripad reminds them that he is the boon of Lord Dattatreya and she had promised that the son who would stay with her for a short while would be a world preceptor. The parents then give Shripad Shrivallabh permission to leave Pithapur. Before he leaves, he gives a glance at his two brothers. The one who was blind gets vision and the one who was lame starts walking. The parents are very happy to see this transformation because now they know that there is someone who can take care of them in their old age. He blesses his brothers saying that they would have a very spiritual life, not only in this birth but even in further births to come. This is given in detail in the Shripad Shrivallabh Charitra too. Shripad Shrivallabh then takes leave of his family, leaves for Kashi, and from there travelling all over he comes to Gokarna. Gokarna is a place in Karnataka which is also called as Mahabaleshwar. which we will be talking in detail about in the next few chapters. Till then, we'll keep chanting Shri Gurudeva Datta.